Who we got? Just three? Three for now? We gotta go above three. How we doing? Who's on? Who is in here? Which three of you are in here? What is going on here? Zdravey. Strasti. That's the most Bulgarian name you'll ever seen. Velizar. I want to go to Sofia soon. I used to go every single summer to Sofia. Every summer. Used to love it too. Like every summer up until I was 12. And then I didn't go for 3 years because of Chernobyl. Remember Chernobyl? You don't because you're too young, but it affected, and it was in Russia, but my mom was scared it would hit Bulgaria, so we didn't go because of Chernobyl. And then I went 89. Wait, 89 I went. So 90, I didn't go. I'm trying to remember now. No. No. No, hold on. Chernobyl happened in 86, I believe. So I went 86, 87, 88. I didn't go to Bulgaria. 86, 87, 88 because of Chernobyl. And then 89 I went. 91 I went. 92 I went. 93 I went. 94 I went. 95 I went. So yeah, man, I was going up. I was going to Bulgaria pretty much every summer for first 20 years of my life. And then I went back in 2005, and the last time was 2010. So it's been 15 years. 15 years. I'd like to take my kids, but got to get some things in order. I will go this summer. Fuck it. I think we have a house there. I don't even know. We did have a house, but I think my mom's renting it, or I don't even know what the fuck's going on. Anyway, why is there only 3 people in here? What's going on? Why is it so light? Super light. I don't like when it's light. I like it to be heavy. Yeah, I'd go to Bulgaria. I'd love to go. I'd love to go. Be cool to do like a trip in Europe. Like I've never been to Turkey or Greece, which is right there. Maybe Greece. It's only like a 6-hour train ride. Oh. Wow, this is pretty low. I might have to just, and I'm not going to do one tonight because it's date night. So maybe I'll do one at like 4 or 5 p.m. Because I bet you anything, Ness is live. Let me see. No, he's not. Huh. No, he's not live. Interesting. So it's just dead right now. How you got They're replicas. They're not real belts. I wish they were real belts. Mini replicas too. They're small. Look at my hand. It's not a big one. You got the mini ones because they also fit on the shelf better. Where's everybody at? Where's everybody at? Not around, huh? There we got some people coming in. Marco, what's up? What's up, Morales? It's light, man. Usually we get more people floating in by now. The other channel's not even live, so I don't know what's going on. Maybe it's a shitty Monday. I've seen a drop in everything for me. The most of all, my biggest drop was in Instagram. I was getting a lot of views, and now it's dropped like a 50% almost. Maybe even more, up to 70%. I don't know why. Maybe people are more doing shit outside right now. They're not about going in, being inside. I don't know. Don't know. Shit ain't good though. It ain't good. Excuse me. All right. Talk to me, people. Don't make me go live on Instagram. I mean, I don't get that many more. Instagram's shitty lately. Yeah, I think it is. I mean, I didn't do anything. Like, I get if I got caught in some scandal or something, then maybe, but like, nothing happened, so it should be temporary. I don't know. I don't know. None of the regulars are coming in. What's going on? What is going on? Let me see something. Make money, money, make money, money. South side. So, all right. So, I got the turkey curse. What's that mean? The only curse I got from Turkey is the fact that he's not contacting me. That's the only curse I got. I'm waiting for like, all jokes aside, right? I'm waiting for like in business and in like fucking 5 to 10 different people to contact me for shit. Like up to 10 different people, entities, people to contact me for some shit that could be like life changing. And none of it's happened yet. So after a while, you start thinking to yourself, well, you start getting negative. You start getting negative. Like, at what point, when something looks promising, when something looks good, when something looks like it's going to happen, right? And it doesn't, at what point do you start getting negative, or should you hold on to positivity and hope? You know what I mean? At what point are you like, okay, this probably, I don't know. I'm not good at that. Would you ever go? Nah. I mean, I would. Like, I've had people get me like box seats or shit. I've gone to a couple, but I don't enjoy them. Lightning, what up? Who wins if Usyk against Arya Cabello? Usyk. Usyk's too good for Cabello. Never get negative. Keep doing you. The rest will follow. Appreciate you, first off. But I don't know. At one point, I don't know. At what point is it a fantasy as opposed to a reality? I don't know. I heard he's fighting. I saw Ring Magazine announce him versus Roach, the rematch. So are you serious? 6 months? Well, here's a problem with my situations, right? They're kind of time sensitive. Like I need shit to pop off relatively quickly. That's the problem. I could live my life, do me if it's not an urgent, you know what I mean? But that's interesting to hear. 7 months? Good Jesus, that's a long time. I got one thing I'm waiting on here for 3 years. 3 fucking years. I don't know what the hell's going on. Usyk's the best heavyweight in this era. Sure seems that way. What do you want me to say? Do you guys think the titles, I guess the titles do make a difference. What are we going to talk about? How many times can I say Usyk versus Dubois rematch or Roach Tank 2? Like, how many times can I say the same thing? Yo, AB, I forgot. You saw my Knicks video, right? Because I assume you're a Knicks fan. Or are you not? I don't know. Maybe you're my man, Arvin. Now, he was from Manhattan, though. What was his last name? Ong. Arvin Ong. Filipino. Cool kid. Power is in your hand, my brother. If you're waiting on others, good luck, my guy. One thing I was taught, never depend on others. I get you. And I'm doing what I need to do, but I get you. You've been busy, all right? Yeah, me too. Thank you. Too much positivity, they may take your kindness for weakness, but negativity never seems to help. But it does have a purpose, or the feeling wouldn't be there. Hmm. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to do. I don't like waiting. I don't like it. I mean, I guess nobody really does, but I specifically, especially when it's for like big shit. Like I'm waiting on a few different things for my different businesses. I would speak for boxing stuff, for my business stuff. I'm waiting on a few different things. Thank you, man. I'm trying. Yeah, it's dead. It's been dead, and then we had that one weekend, which not to be negative, but I wasn't fucking accredited to go in the Times Square shit in my own city. That bothered me. I get it. 200 people, whatever it was, very tight, small amount of people allowed in. I get it, but the shit bothered me. It was a beautiful day too. I was there. I just didn't. Wasn't allowed in the actual. It's not even an arena. I don't even know what you'll call it. The enclosure. But I was right there. But I hate Times Square. That shit is whack. Just standing there. I'll do basketball. The thing is, all right, let's do this. Everybody in here now. Who likes basketball? Just say yes or no. My theory is that most boxing fans like basketball too. I'm going to say 70%. That's my theory. 70 to 80% of boxing fans like basketball too. Tell me. A, B. So that's 1. There we go. 2. That's my theory. Only a 7 or 8 out of 10 will like it. We got 16, so yeah. So most people like basketball. NBA. There we go. I don't UFC. I assume, not UFO. You meant to write, right? Yeah. I don't fuck with UFC. I probably should, but I don't. Baseball, I can't do. I can't do baseball. It's just too boring. I got 2 ads before I got in here, and both were of Victor Conte promoting Snack. Are you on the Snack payroll? Well, Rich, in case you didn't know how YouTube works, I don't choose the ads. I don't choose what ads. They put whatever ads they think. And the fact that Victor Conte and Snack is so associated with boxing, that's why they do that. Us creators, at least maybe you have, I don't know, maybe if I go in the back office and I do something in the YouTube studio and I could maybe, but from my understanding, and definitely for me, I don't choose the ads at all. At all. I don't give a fuck what ads they put on. But ads pay the bills. Ads pay the bills. You know what I'm saying? Make money, 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 make money, money, Southside. You should do a review. I'm not trying no goddamn snack supplements. Why don't you do it? How about you do the review and I'll talk about it? I don't even know that much about Conti. Like, I'm a little confused about what he is and what he did. I know he gave boxers steroids, but I don't really know if he was doing it all. I know he gave some Olympic, was it a runner or a high jumper or some shit? I know he gave him and got him in a lot of trouble. I remember I saw a documentary on it. I just don't really remember that much about it. I remember I talked to Sugar Shane Mosley, and Shane told me directly, like, yo, he gave me a cream. I did not know it was steroids at the time. That's what he said. That's what he told me. He didn't know at the time. Later, we found out. But he never got popped because it was a cream that I guess the cream only lasts just so long. Is Barry Bonds the guy he gave steroids to? No, I'm not talking about the baseball player. It was like a high jumper, a runner, some Olympic triathlon dude or some shit. No, it wasn't. It wasn't a female. This was a dude. Shane's lying. No notification? Well, matter of fact, Yayan, I didn't get one either. So I was just sitting here wondering why nobody came in the room. And I just realized I didn't get a notification either. So that's probably one of the reasons. Well, we've only been live about what's 20 minutes, but yeah, I'm feeling mad. What's the word? Not Tone's live. Tone's live right now. Let me message him. Just got done sparring. Word? Did you record it? Kelly White. Is that? I don't know, man. Yeah, I'm feeling today. And sometimes I wonder, like, when you get any of you guys ever feel like you have, I don't want to say psychic, but you read energy well, right? So it's one thing to read energy from a person in front of you because that energy is literally, show the sparring then. Let's see some of it. It's one thing to read energy from somebody in front of you because that energy is literally oozing. That sounds so foul, but oozing onto you. Like it's almost tangible because it's in front of you. But do you ever think that you could read energy of like universal energy or like how of something that's of the energy of people or of things that aren't right in front of you? So sometimes I don't know if I'm reading energy, not in front of me, but of, for example, I'm trying to sell my business, right? And there's a bunch of people interested, but nobody's pulled the trigger yet. So that I wonder to myself, okay, am I feeling the energy of the interest just fizzled? Or am I just being impatient, negative, or whatever? And like, this, you just got to wait it out. People, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can't tell. Same thing. Look, when Matt Barnes and Steven Jackson, All the Smoke, reached out to me, they were talking, yo, we want to bring you on, blah blah blah. This is before they jumped off All the Smoke boxing, right before it jumped off, before they brought on Ward, they hit me up early. Me and him went back and forth a couple times. Me and Matt, and then it just fizzled. He's like, oh, I'll get back to you. I'll get back to you. I'll get back to you. Tons of I get back to yous. And then like I'll hit him up every 6 months just to be like, yo, don't forget about me, but nothing, no response. So it's like, is that just fizzled, or do I got to be patient because there's a pecking order? There, you know what I mean? Like it's hard for me to tell. Then so I don't want. And then do you guys believe that being negative will also affect the outcome of shit? So let's say for All the Smoke, I'm waiting. Let's say I start getting negative, like, these guys, fuck it, it's not gonna happen. Fuck it. Do you believe that'll make the shit not happen? I don't, but I'm not sure. But I do believe positive energy definitely helps. It can't hurt. But I'm not so sure negative energy from afar. I get if I'm in the room with somebody, like if I meet up with Stack and then I'm being negative, I get that'll affect, obviously. But when you're not even talking to somebody, when you're just feeling negative about it, does that affect it? I don't know. Could be both. Yeah, man, I'm trying to center the only time I get spiritual these days is after I fucking hit the bag. Or if I spar, which I haven't sparred in years. So after I spar, after I hit the bag, I'm calm, I'm clear. That's the only time. I guess it's those endorphins. Marco doing a live just to do a live. Be creative, pick a topic, and get audience involved. Okay. Okay. Paranoia can also be ultimate awareness. Right. Or it could just be paranoia. I don't really get paranoid, thank God. Or it's insecurity. A lot of people were paranoid, just fucking mad insecure. Would you be on Ward's show as a co-host, or would you rather just grinding? No, I don't want to get my own show. Yeah, and I've owned my own business now for almost 20 years. I'm sick of being the boss. Now, if I was making millions, right, and I could delegate and I could just chill, okay, I'll be a boss. But my journey's never been like that. I've never made anywhere close to millions. I've never been rich. I was comfortable for a little bit, but again, before I had kids, like comfortable is relative. When I had one kid, then when I had two kids, shit just got more expensive. I've never been. So I'm sick of being a boss because I'm the kind of boss who I'm involved in everything. It's my product. I want to stamp it with my seal of approval, the authenticity inspection. You know what I mean? I don't want to be a boss anymore. I want to just get a job. I want to be told, yo, meet here. Carl pick you up, whatever. Take the train. And then, boom, you get your paycheck. That's what I want to do now. That's what I want to do now. Did you tell Matt you wanted a show of only fight? Show of old? Nah, we didn't really get into it. He hit me up. It was just, we talked only once on the phone, and then the rest was like voice messages back to each other. We never got into it. He was like, yo, I got a lot going on right now. We're just starting the company. I'll circle back with you when shit gets a little cooler. And then a couple times in between, yo, what's up? Oh, we're still busy. We're still scrambling. I'll get back to you. I didn't forget about you. That kind of shit he would tell me. Then the last like 2 times I hit him up, maybe maybe this last 6 months, I maybe hit him up twice. He didn't respond at all. So now I'm just kind of leaving it alone. What am I gonna do? Johnny Fisher doesn't have the makings of a versatile athlete. I agree. He's a no, sometimes certain characters in my company give off a really sinister vibe. I wash my hands ASAP. Well, yeah. I mean, anybody from the hood, I don't know if you're from the hood, Morales, but us dudes from the hood, we could tell sinister quick. So you just want a stable job. That's understandable. You at least want your. I want it, but one that I love. Yeah, I want a job that I love. And I don't need to make a lot. I keep telling you guys this. I know I'm going to pop off at some point down in the future. Just for right now, with a family, and I want something that's just stable that I love doing. And you know, and I could pay my bills. I'm not looking to fucking rake in mad cake. Rob, yo, Rob, man, I was just talking about you yesterday. I was like, I didn't see Rob in a minute. Yo, you saw the video? You did see it. Probably why the Times Square event was guarded the way it was. We showed our ass out. Pause. One of my boys, Fred, who comes in here, Rob, he saw the video. He goes, yo, Mark, I love the video. He goes, but I would remove the Pacer dude getting hit with the garbage. I'm like, why? He goes, it makes us as New Yorkers look bad. I'm not going to remove it, but I get his point. I see I pulled up on a river of tears. I'll give you a river of jism. Bitch ass. T.O. versus Boots. T.O. versus Devin. T.O. versus Gary Antoine. Wow. Boots. Boots 1, Antoine 2, Devin 3. Matt Barnes and Stacks, my dudes on 2K. Stacks was a bucket. Nah, they're cool. Like, they love my videos and shit. They're supporters. Just give a cracker a job. For those in the chat familiar with NYC Energy, look up Sidewalk video NYC Celtics win. Nah, they know. Shit's all over the place. Yeah, of course. Rob's not a wrench? Oh. Yeah, Rob, why are you not a wrench? That's a great fucking question. Let me go check it. I'm gonna give you a wrench right now, Rob. Yeah, why? You must have. Did you remove the wrench? What the fuck happened? It's weird. Boom. He is a wrench. And let me set my super chat goal. I didn't even do that. All right, Rob, you've been anointed. Yeah, I don't know why. Shit, I didn't even notice that. Me neither. Well, you got it back, so. Indiana on top. We get the fuck out of here. Windy got thrown drinks or Windy has a competition e-sport. You're lucky if it's top 15 most sports. Yep, nobody gives a fuck about boxing. That's a fact. I'm telling you, for years. You guys probably don't know, but oh yeah, what if it is an imposter? It can't be because it's the same name. But I did comedy for years, stand up, right? For like 4 years. I tried talking about boxing because obviously I wasn't at that time. I was still an active fighter too. Nobody gave a fuck. That really opened my eyes to how little people know or care about boxing. The only thing anybody knew, because I would go and do shows in front of tons of people. These are normal people. They didn't know. They just knew Mike Tyson, Muhammad Ali. That's really it. And then a little bit of Floyd, a little bit of De La Hoya, a little bit. Tyson Ali. That was it. That was it. What's up, Bradley? I wrenched him. I hit him with the wrench. With the type of views you are able to get, I believe there are definitely avenues for your talent to stay comfortable living if things. That's what I'm saying, Lightning. I thank you. And look, I'm doing okay just with not enough to fucking feed my family. If I lived by myself, not even enough, probably just shy of enough money to feed, if I just lived by myself, I probably would make just from the social media money, from the YouTube revenue, I make just enough to maybe living real tight, be able to get by. Maybe, but not even. So it's gonna get there. Like I'm building it. I was a little out of touch. What did I miss? Nothing. I'm not an imposter. I think maybe because I've been inactive on YouTube, it deactivated my mod status. All right, we're gonna figure it out right now. The word. What word do you say of Alberto's, you know what, that you want to violate? What's the word you use? His what? Now we're going to know it's you. This is how we prove it. What a violation did you want to, who did you want to violate? Give us the word. Okay, it's him. It's him. It's him. We need a heavyweight champion. No, it's him. It's definitely him. I'm watching, I think I told you, Rob, right? Me and my wife are watching Raising Kanan, which is set in Yo Streets. I'm a bum. I mean, kind of. You're kind of right now. That's what I'm trying. That's what this whole live is about. I'm trying to elevate my bum status. I'm with you. Abuelito. Free him? Nobody jailed him. I mean, I didn't. He's just wiling out. First, man, first. We watch like one episode or two episodes a week. I'm on like on the 5th episode of some shit. Warriors, the movie, the Coney Island. I think if you have a desktop status to stream simultaneously on YouTube, I do, and I was streaming on what's it called, X, but it does these annoying inflated numbers where it's telling me I got 300 people watching, and it's just anytime somebody scrolls by your live in X, they count that as a view, like an active view. I'm like, come on, peasants, word. I heard, and round one was on yo ass today. Who was on my ass today? Like, they want to bang me? Chill. Chicago, why do you care so much about people who want to bang me? Should I watch Kanan first and Power? I don't know. Yeah, it's a good movie. Wasn't really my thing because it was before my time. Like, in gang, like, there's no gang. I don't even know if there was gangs like that in New York back then because that's literally before I was born or right when I was born. I know there was no gangs like that when I was coming up. The Wire. Yeah, I tried doing The Wire, but we watched like 2 episodes and it was boring to us. I should give it another shot though, because people love it. It's also in some like Baltimore shit, right? I can't relate. I feel like I got making decent money, but I got demonetized because I got 11,000 views on Devers Tank sparring. 1,100. What? So now I just have myself taking about. Wait, what? That's confused me. What were you making a lot of money on first? Like what content? Boxing? And second, why would they demonetize you? Yeah, I know. I'm with you, Rob. Yeah, he's mad gay. Did Roy Jones ever tell you why he didn't fight at cruiserweight after? No, but I asked him that. He did tell me actually. Yes. I can even pull up the video right now, but I don't want to look for it because I don't remember which one it is. Simple answer is he wanted to go do what Bob Fitzsimmons did. Bob Fitzsimmons was the only person at the time before Roy did it to go from middleweight champion to heavyweight champion. So at the time, Bob Fitzsimmons was light heavyweight and then went and beat the heavyweight champ. Then what Bob did is he went back down and regained the light heavyweight championship. That's what Bob Fitzsimmons did. We're talking 1895, something like that, 1893 maybe. So Roy just wanted to mimic that. Because I remember going, Roy, why didn't you? And I remember it when I said it to him, he was almost like, oh, it's a good idea. He's like, oh, I was just wanting to follow Bob Fitzsimmons. I'm like, yeah, you could have had all the belts. You would have cleared out every division if you would have went and grabbed that cruiserweight belt. So that was his answer. Mafia ruled up north. Breaking Bad is top 2 shows of all time. It's all right. Yeah, I know what he meant. That's just a very specific number. I would have just said 100,000, not 111,000. But I get it. Call the shows that two-tone give you the... Huh? In interviews, call-in shows that... Huh? That two-tones in give me the most views? Is that what you're saying? Rob's using his wrench. What do you do? Oh, what do you do? He timed out Big Mouth? Yeah, he timed out Big Mouth. Good. That's what Big Mouth wants, though. He likes being timed out. He enjoys it. Boxing and I had too much reused content, so now I don't know I'm making a decent income. Oh, so you would just post other people's shit and don't put your twist on it. Is that it? Yeah, that'll demonetize you. All you have to do is do what I do, commentate on it. You don't even have to get all creative like I do. Just put your own spin on it. Can you dig it? I don't like that 70s shit. I don't know why. It annoys me. What's up, Mikhail? Storm, what up? What up, Storm? Yo, Yayan, are you going to show us that sparring video or what? Come on. Let's do it. We got nothing else to talk about today. Ain't no fucking boxing coming up. Nothing important. Nothing exciting. Not immediately, at least. Although, isn't there a fight this weekend that I want to see? There's something this weekend I want to see. What was it? So when you guys will remind me. Nah, that's not the one. I'll watch it because I like Josh Taylor, but that's not the one. There's something else that I'm excited to see. I don't remember what it is. Oh, you didn't record it on your own phone? Yayan, you got fucked up? What happened? Did you get wiped all over the floor like mopping glue? What happened? I wouldn't say a beast. I don't know. I guess when people say beast to me, that's somebody who's tearing shit up. No, not Angelo Leo. There's another one that's coming up that I want to see. No, you didn't get fucked up? Good. I don't remember the fight. Fuck, there's one coming up. No, not Wardley. I mean, I wasn't thinking Moses, but I am excited to watch him. People talking all this shit about him. He was the best in the division at one point. Who? Again, beast to me equates to somebody who's explosive. Not kind of I don't know. You know, I know who he is. They're trying to say he's going to be the youngest heavyweight champion ever, surpassing Tyson. That would have been good, Jay. Who fucked me up? Yayan? Shit. Charlo. Yes, that was the one. Thank you. So that's in 2 weeks. That was the one I was thinking of. Charlo and corn-fed cracker. Excuse me. Corn-fed cracker, whatever his name is. Some shit. I just don't like guys from Jersey. No, he's not. I don't think he's surpassed Mike yet. Marco will still be cool if you do a video suggesting likely picks on boxing fights while doing on film study. I know what his name is, Thomas Lamana. I was just trying to be funny. God, you guys don't even know what I'm joking. Why you make your fighting name Cornflake? Yeah. Well, he said that that's what they called him. Because when you're the only white guy in the gym, you do stand out. I wouldn't have embraced the name like Cornflake. If they tried to call me that shit, I wouldn't have embraced it because I think it's kind of demeaning. But he did. That's him. You're in the East Coast, you fucking clown. You are in the East Coast, you fucking clown. I don't want to bring up Broner. Oh, Jesus Christ. Help me, Lord Jesus. But Broner was ever elite. Oh, Jesus. Rice Crisp. Nah, just call him. Should have called him Cracker. I think Cracker would have been cooler. Fucking spam risks. That's another annoying thing. When I'm waiting for an important like business call or whatever, and then their shit rings, I'm like, all right, cool. And then it's a spam risk. Very annoying. Very fucking annoying. Fruity Pebbles. Well, yeah. That shit's on the East Coast, though. Cornflake means you was getting your ass whooped in sparring, but you're tough and keep coming back, so we like you. Maybe. Pillsbury Doughboy. I know. It's fucking annoying. Mozesai Tawama is one of the future heavyweights. Future heavyweight champions or future heavyweights? And who are the other three? I see you nice with those hands. Brooklyn was known for the hand game. I'm not from Brooklyn, though, Ministry. Thank you, first off. But I'm not from Brooklyn. Oh, I did live in Brooklyn for the last 15 years. Rum Punch about to fuck him. Yo, that'd be hilarious. Rum Punch versus Cornflake. Oh, shit. Rum Punch versus Cornflake. That's great. Rum Punch versus... That's fucking funny. I don't... Oh, is he? Okay. I thought he still had a little time left. So hard to determine when they're young to have seen. Yep. Tyson was 20 and whatever it was, 4 or 5 months, 3 months, whatever it was. Kiddies only. That was kind of funny when Ness used to do that. It would be a meow. That was funny. Moses can't be the youngest heavyweight champ. Too old. I guess so. I remember last I remember them talking about it, he was still like just turned 19 or something. So I don't know how all that time went by so quickly, but I guess it did. I guess it did. I guess it did. What else we got, people? No, he was 20. 20 years old and 7 months, or 8 months, something like that. Still 20 though, not even 21 yet. But almost 21. I remember that. He didn't get a fight. I remember his last fight. He was like a year out. They couldn't position him. The Oaks versus Spinks. Wow. The Oaks versus Spinks. I think Spinks might have got him because Spinks had the same kind of hand speed. Maybe not the same, but close. But Spinks was taller, significantly taller, wasn't he? Spinks is still tall. I was around him when I went to that Bobby Ches thing. Spinks was just like 6'3". So he's a tall dude. Still. And 4 months, was it? Okay. Hmm. What's Rosario's record? What record of his do we speak of here? One. Well, technically, of course they shrink, Yayan. You young heads. People start shrinking, especially when they're in their 60s. People start shrinking in their 50s even. A little bit. You didn't know that? There was two belts in the Ali era, actually. Two, right? But all those belts at the time, all those belts at the time were always combined, right? So, well, let's see. It was the WBC Ali fought for against Sonny Liston, and it was one belt early, but then they started combining belts. Let me see something. When he fought Foreman, hold on, WBC, and then oh no, his was just a WBC. Interesting. I remember seeing though, damn, when Ali fought Ken Norton, the referee Arthur McCanty was also one of the judges. How the fuck is the ref? How the fuck is the ref? I never liked that. The ref being one of the judges. They got so much shit going on. So it's saying here only WBC, but um, heavyweight champion belts. But I remember that there was a different belt, but it was combined. If you go to, let's see, here we go. Okay, here we go. I'll show you guys right now. Let me show you guys what I'm talking about. Okay, so back in the day, Bob Fitzsimmons, the guy we're talking about, here it just said world, right? World. World was not an actual belt, it was just a title. And eventually, some dude made a belt. He was like a French watch designer or something. He made a belt, and I believe he gave it to Jim Jeffries. But it was just World. Now, World, there was no organization. This is what I try and tell you guys. This is what boxing came from. This is why it's still similar. There was no organization, there was no sanctioning body. It was just word of mouth. It was recognized by the public, right? World. World is no actual belt. Where you see world, world, world. Now, the first one to come in, Jack Dempsey, they instituted the NBA, National Boxing Association, and then made it the New York State Athletic Commission belt. See, so when you ask me how many belts did Ali have? Okay, and then the world goes away after this, and now they're looking at the NBA and the NYSAC. Okay, the NBA turns into the WBC, I believe. Oh, then they go into the IBU. So they have all these belts here. But guys, so now it's 3 belts. See this? But why they don't say why there was no such thing as undisputed, or these belts were never separated, because the sanctioning bodies didn't work that way. They didn't work as corrupt. They were never separated. They were always together. So it was 3 belts. IBU, International Boxing Union, I believe. All right. And now let's go down to Muhammad Ali. So you asked how many belts, and I told you he had 2. I was wrong. He had 3. Now the WBC, oh no, he had 2. I was right. He had 2. So right here against Liston, we went, and when did the IBU go away? There was an IBU. So the IBU was temporary. That went away. NBA and New York State Athletic. So these were the main ones. The NBA, the New York State Athletic Commission. The NBA ends up turning into the WBA. You'll see it happen right here. NBA is gone. WBA, WBC. Now they come in. So now the WBA goes away and turns into the WBC. And then Ali fights for both of these, the New York State Athletic Commission and the WBC. So your initial question, how many belts did he have? He had 2, but all the belts were always locked together. They did not operate as different sanctioning bodies. Nobody would strip. It didn't work that way, right? And of course, the ring belt. And then right around here, and then right around Jimmy Ellis, the New York State Athletic Commission belt finally went away in 1968. And it was just the WBA and the WBC. But look, Foreman had them both. So people talk about undisputed. He had them both. Muhammad Ali had them both. WBA, WBC. And then finally, something happened here. Then the IBF comes in where they were separated. When were they separated? Spinks. So Ali's the last one to hold them both, and then they get separated here somehow. Spinks has one, Ken Norton has another. And then it starts getting into, then the IBF comes in, and then it gets all crazy. The ring wasn't an actual, they might have made the belt that we see that I auctioned off, but the ring was awarded by the magazine. I just thought about it. Has there been ever a Mexican heavyweight champion? Yes. Oh, from Mexico? No. Yeah, Andy Ruiz did beat him, but he's American. Larry Holmes, yeah. So right after Ali is when they split up all these belts. But isn't that crazy? I bet you guys didn't know that. The majority of the time, it was 2 belts after Jack Dempsey. After 1920, for 40 years, we had 2 belts. WBA. No, sorry. The NBC and the New York State Athletic Commission belt. We had those 2 for the longest. And there was 2. People don't realize that. But nobody ever wore 2 belts. You can't find one picture of Dempsey or Joe Louis or Marciano wearing one belt. Yet there was 2 organizations. They might have even worked together. I'm not really sure. And then the New York State Athletic Commission, like, why the fuck are they giving belts? It's weird. They're giving world championship belts. New York State Athletic Commission. That doesn't make sense. The ring was a people's. Yep. Well, no, back then, though, Mikhail, back then, I just showed you there was only one champion. So it was always the man who beat the man. Back then, there was always one champion. So the ring, the New York State Athletic Commission belt, and the other one, which I get confused from all these sanctioning bodies, the NBU or whatever it was called, they stood with the man who beat the man. They didn't split them up. I'd love to dig deeper and find out, like, why did they split up after Ali? When Spinks beat Ali, why did the belts split up, and why did they start giving them to other people? Maybe to make more money. They realized, well, sanctioning fees, and I don't know. The ring's the oldest active belt. The oldest belt is that first one. And it should just be world champion. Larry Holmes, they stripped him. Okay, so it's his fault. See, and that's all it takes. He was the most known fighter. He was the best and most famous active heavyweight at the time. So all it took was for him to recognize and endorse this new IBF, and boom, it's instantly a recognized belt. That's why I'm saying people think, oh, there's no way that Turkey could come in. And all it takes is Canelo and Tank and a couple people to say, fuck these other belts, fuck the WBA, fuck the IBF. All I recognize is the ring belt. Has the longest history. And if 2 or 3 huge fighters say fuck the others and only recognize the ring, guess what? Only the ring matters. And Turkey knows that. That's why he's so smart. Yep. I don't know. Let Vilizar tell us. Marco loses his mind when we talk about the 1800s. You don't know where you're at if you don't know where you've been. I like the four belt era, more money, more title fights and champions. I disagree. It's not more money. I mean, okay, maybe. Maybe you have an argument because it's like, well, this is a world championship fight. Just saying that makes people like, oh. But anybody who knows, yeah, I don't know, man. Boo. Why are you saying boo? Should be happy. Yeah, we curse a lot there. I assume you tried to put an emoji, but it did that instead. I don't even think they had sanctioning fees back in the day. Matter of fact, let's see. Let's see. Do you guys think they had sanctioning fees back in the day? Did the New York State Athletic Commission, because I know when it was a world title, there was no fees because there was no actual fucking commission. There was no sanctioning body. All right, so it's it's the NBA. That's what it was. Okay, NBA. There's an NBA charge sanctioning fees. NBA, like basketball. I won't forget that now. Let's see. I don't think they did. I'm Googling it. I'm chat GBTing it right now. Did the NCAA charge sanctioning fees? Fees for boxing champions. Right, let's try this better. I don't think they did. What you guys think? Do you think they charged sanctioning fees back then? I don't think they did. I think that probably happened. Oh, they did. Oh, they did. The NBA, established in 1921, began implementing sanctioning fees for championship fights as early as the 1930s. So they did about 10 years in. Initially, the fee was nominal, just $1, but it was set a precedent for the practice over time, especially after NBA evolved into the WBA. These fees became a significant source of income for the organizations. Sanctioning fees are now common. And was the New York State Athletic Commission, founded in 1911. While specific details about the early fee are limited, the commission has historically collected fees from promoters and fighters to fund regular activities. Okay. So they both collected sanctioning fees. I don't know what happened to them. They just stopped. What up, Yov? They just stopped. But it took them, and I was kind of right. It took the NBA 10 fucking years to start charging fees. 10 years. Mind you, Jack Dempsey was their first champion. He holds the record for the highest ever gate for a boxing fight. Right? He had I believe, $7 million in revenue. That's the ticketing that people paid. He drew over 100,000 fucking people to come watch him fight. Tank can't do that today. I'm not sure Canelo could do that today. I'm not even sure these dudes in Wembley can do that today. I mean, Fury came close. But we're talking in the 20s when promotion was nothing what it was. People not even everybody knew about the fights back then because there was no internet. There, word of mouth. It was just word of mouth, which doesn't travel nearly as fast as internet. And they still packed in. And it's so even with all that money being made in the 20s, they still didn't charge sanctioning fees and for 10 years. Crazy. You're trying to learn what? What are you asking here? Yeah, we know that, Mo. Mo was the biggest American box. Of course it was. Of course it was. Of course it was. You know, and that's how you had radio and you had newspapers. That's the only way to, and word of mouth to promote a fight. And that's my point. That's good, but it's nowhere near the reach of having the internet and television. Television wasn't even, I don't think they had television in the 20s. It was all radio. Picture now, like, and he was still drawing 100,000 people to a fight when all you had was tying the note to the pigeon's foot and go tell him. Caw-caw. Crazy. Canelo can get on John Mexican for sure. Maybe, but again, that's a maybe. And look how pathetic that is compared to doing that in 1920, over 100 years ago, with no TV and no internet. That shows you how strong boxing was, and that's the point of this. And now how unstrong it is. Oh, somebody asked. Okay. It's still the biggest sport. There was no NBA you had. I don't know what the reason were, but it was definitely the biggest sport. Were you talking about then or now? I don't get it. Sup, Victor? I haven't seen you in a minute. No, I didn't win them, Victor. I got them off of Amazon. Chavez did what? Chavez did what? What'd Chavez do? What'd that punk mother lover do? Mimic Cage, what up? He beat the live attendance record? Now, again, we're comparing. I get that people can do it now. But my point is, a lot of them couldn't even do it now. How impressive. It just gives you an idea of how fucking huge boxing was back then. Huge. 100,000 people in 1920? Wow. Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's what they're trying to do. They'd rather get less people and a higher ticket price. I would rather charge less and do a lower ticket price, draw more people in. Exactly. They can't even do a 5,000 seat theater, especially in today. What about Tony Zale? Well, that's what they're trying to do. Skis. That is absolutely the strategy. And, Netflix was a genius idea. A way of meeting people. The less is more theory definitely works. It depends. Get the likes up. Tell them. 132,000. Who is this? Chavez? Greg Haugen. Wow. That's the record for boxing? I don't know what the record is. And again, that's 70 years after Dempsey was doing it. 70 years. So the population increased tremendously. So I bet you if you compare that number 100 1,000, whatever. Dempsey's was even more, I believe. 110 to 132, and you take in account inflation in terms of not inflation, but inflation in terms of population. How, there's just more people in the world 70 years later than there are, you know what I mean? It's probably the same if you take into account that there's just more people alive 70 years later. That just shows you how impressive it was in the 20s. I mean, Joe Louis was the biggest thing since sliced bread. No, casual is just something ball busters like Ness like to call people to try and fuck with them. It's nobody who's in a boxing room. Nobody comes into a channel like mine or like Ness's or like, Tones. Nobody's a casual that goes into that room. You're a hardcore fan. And okay, every now and then you have a couple people maybe who just started watching and they're trying to learn and they'll be like, "Oh, I just started." But that's just a term. That's like back in the 90s when dudes would call other dudes a bitch. That was like the ultimate insult. That's how I remember being like, "Bitch, what?" Like, ready to fuck you. You don't call me a girl. I'll fuck you up. That's what I feel like casual is just like a real antagonistic, insulting thing to call a fan. Haugen talks so much shit. Chavez brutalized that white boy. Haugen was a good fighter though. He wasn't a nobody, but he definitely, let's see. Haugen was like a Valdez. No, not Valdez. Who's the dude from Philly, the Puerto Rican? Not Valdez. Fuck's his name? Deep voice, Philly from Puerto Rico. Puerto Rican dude, but from Philly. Fuck's his name? It's escaping me. Rosado. Haugen was kind of on the same level, I would say, as Rosado is, right? Really good fighter. Boxing fans know him, but not, I would say he was around that level. Like former champion. That's what the casual's supposed to mean. That's not what people fucking mean when they call somebody that. They're trying to be insulting. Now, Haugen, I believe, was a champion. He was at him and Vinny Pazienza, right? They went at it. Not Garcia. Garcia close to because Garcia Haugen lost most of his big like he had a real close fight with I think he fought Camacho, he lost, and he fought Vinny Paz. I think he won, but then he lost. He would lose most of his big ones. Danny Garcia didn't lose most of his big ones. Or maybe he did. I don't know. I have to. Kambosos was undisputed. Yeah, because he fought Tio, who was like half dead with some weird air trap caught in his chest. Yeah, yeah. When you go to Europe, when you come outside of this shitbag country where we don't support anybody, we just want to criticize people, especially ever since COVID. Everybody's all negative and fucking nervous and, with the political shit. This country's whack for that. Europeans really support their athletes. Damn. Yo, Yayan, Mo is schooling you. Mo's taking you to school like he's your nanny. What up? Yep. Oh, you know he's schooling you? All right. Well, you admitted it. That's cool. Yuri Boy versus Broner. I'm not doing any more Broner stuff. Matter of fact, I'm gonna have YouTube censor every time you say Broner. Somehow I'm gonna have them. It'll be like blurred out. I can't keep doing this Broner shit with you. He did lose one fight, in my opinion. Keep working. Black fighters in the 70s, 80s, 90s were warriors, not pity patting to easy paydays. Black fighters, everybody was really a warrior back then. Stop it, David. Could I actually ban the word Broner? Could I really? Oh, I might do that. But then, all you know what Yayan will do? He'll just come up with he'll write boner, knowing him. He'd be like, I love boner. I'm like, yeah, we know you got a boner for boner. Yayan got a boner for Broner. Hey, you guys are losers. You bring up Broner every day, but we're losing. Okay. Adrian? Oh, I got to ban Adrian too then. I got to ban both words. But he'll come up. I'm telling you. He'll call him like Cincinnati Red or something. Little Cincinnati. Adrian versus Haugen. Remember during Hagler's time, he was considered a slick black fighter? No. No. Ray Leonard was a slick black fighter. Hagler was considered a fucking pressure fighter. I wish I could brush my hair. The Problem versus Sweet Pea. The Problem. Okay, I got to ban The Problem too. And the Can Man. Got to ban that. Out the media. Tim Bradley's wild, man. He says some crazy shit. First, I thought he was doing it just for views, stir the pot. But I think he's a spark plug, that guy. I agree with some of it. I saw him say something today about Tio and Boots. Like, Tio's a good fighter. People think Boots is going to walk through him, and he won't. But he's like, he says, look, I don't support Tio. He says goofy shit. So I got to get rid of Billions too. Damn. Maybe. Bradley's a company man. Oh, damn. Hey, Marco, ask Blair the flair of taking. Okay. You want him to? Nah, he could say twin. Thoughts exactly. He's here to stir up the drama. Yep. The toothless wonder. Partial man. The partials. Partial man. I got Garcia beating Tim Bradley. Crazy how much Bob Arum has done. I know. He's 90-something. He doesn't even drive anymore. He's so old. Isn't that crazy? Motherfuckers just stopped. He's like, I'm not driving anymore. I'm too old. Oh, he got out the... I mean, why would you go... No disrespect, but you're going to go do a Don King deal in 2025? What the fuck you even saw the Don King, even the fight. The cameras were cheaper. Everything was dark. And like, it looked like you were watching it in the 90s. Right? Was it just me? The shit, everything, just the quality had taken a fucking 30-year leap backwards. It was weird. I would love to talk to Bradley. I'm trying to get him on my show. I just don't know anybody who knows. Well, I asked Sean Porter. Sean's like, I don't give out people's numbers without asking them. I'm like, well, fucking ask him. But, whatever. He's not my publicist, so I don't expect him to go doing shit for me. Bradley be calling these dudes boring like he had. Maybe, and I thought he was just doing shit because it keeps the channel, it keeps him active. Even when you do, that's the whole thing. We're talking, right? Broner did that. These guys play the villain, and it keeps them active in on people's radar, even if it's for negative reasons. So I thought Bradley was doing it more for that. But I don't know. Something tells me he might believe a lot of it. Hmm. We'll fucking ask him. I said that? That's what Wilder's next deal with John King. I said he got out of his Don King contract. He was stuck in a bad deal with King. Found him when he was broke and desperate. Nah, I don't have Zatel's number. I could reach Zatel, but Big Daddy Marco. What the fuck is this picture? Oh, this is this dude. Oh, oh, what the fuck? All right, I'm gonna send this to BF. I gotta send this to him. Oh my God. Big Daddy Marco in the building, aka Captain Clap These Cheeks. Yo, I don't know who you are, but you're fucking funny. Let me ask you a question. You probably don't want to tell me anything about yourself. Where are you from? And you just don't like BF? You don't like LDBC? Like what's your deal? Good Lord. Yeah, that's Bill Haney kissing BF TB in the mouth. How the fuck? I mean, AI, Photoshop, it's not the hardest thing, I guess, to do, but oh, you like Zatel? This fucking guy. Yes. Yeah, that is. I know. Holy shit. Haney and Cigar Talk? Huh? No, that's not Cigar Talk. That's somebody else. But now you're going to make me read Bulgarian. See, this is going to take me a second. Maxine Tazi Snimka. Something, this picture. What's the first word? Machai Tazi Snimka. Okay. He said in Bulgarian, get rid of that picture. Remove that Machai Tazi Snimka. Machai, get rid of Tazi, this Snimka picture. Get rid of that picture. That's foul. My name is BF. I'm from San Francisco. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Blind, what do I do now? That shit is fucking funny. Everything boxing cooked and exposed. Oh my, I can't believe that's fucking wild. That's I'm gonna have to send Matt, I'm gonna have to send it to him. When I get off, I'm gonna text him that picture. He's probably gonna get really pissed. What's up? What's up? Oh, we got the Michaels, the two Michaels back to back. Marco. Dijo the Elgart. Okay, so that's my name, but what's the middle one? Dijo Vdi? I don't know what the middle word is. Vidizar, what's that mean? What did Ian say here? I don't think those are Bulgarian words. Here's another guy. What's this one? Oh, Joe Budden. MPO, these guys are wiling out. This guy's fucking funny. That's mean, Joe Budden. Oh, he called me Joe Budden? Joe Budden. Oh, Joe. Joe. Oh, that he's trying to say Joe Button, but it reads Joe de Joe Budden. Oh yeah, Joe Budden. Okay, yeah, I didn't get that. All right, good one. How did two random IBF trolls account come in? It's the same person. He comes in here a lot. Send it to Ness. I have no interest in sending anything to Ness. Ian, you learn Bulgarian? No, come on, Google Translate. Nah, why the fuck would I send it to Ness? I don't give a shit about what he thinks. That's wild, though. That's wild. Everything boxing cooked and exposed. We have to see that video. Who's everything boxing? I'm not beefing. I just have no interest in sending him anything that has nothing to do with him. Oh, man. Crazy shit. Damn. You guys get these bullshit, these fucking, it's so fucked up. You guys get these emails where people are trying to, they'll be like, your subscription is just renewed for $700. And it'll be like an Apple account. And they'll be like, if this is not you, or click here. And they're trying to scam you because people, especially if somebody's broke, like, oh my God, I can't afford that. What the fuck? And then you click on it, then it tries to maybe hack your computer, or it tells you put in your credit card information to verify. Then you do that, and they fucking, that's so fucked up, man. People should get real jobs, not spend all this time trying to fucking scam people. Yo, what's good, Tatted? Nothing. I need more entries. Ain't nobody fucking entered. 3 people for this Muhammad Ali bobblehead. But nobody's entering for it, so we're just going to leave it here for a while. I'm not really motivated to sell it anyway. I'll probably just give it to either Yayin or CJ at this point. If nobody else wants to enter, that's what we'll do. Because, I need at least 20 to 30 raffle entries to make it worth it for everybody. But this one's at like 5. Nah, it's like, I never fall for it, but it's just like, Jesus. So much negativity in the fucking world. $10, Michelangelo, $10 Cash App to this Cash App, or you can send $10 to this PayPal address, markoko@gmail. And this also, by the way, is a way to contact me if anybody wants to hit me up. That's the email right there. Boom. That's the email right there. Boom. These fucking guys. These guys are wild. I gotta send this to myself. You guys are nuts. You guys are nuts with this BF stuff. BF definitely got exposed by everything boxing. I don't know who that is. When he showed up, BF was glazing tank, but then Bill came around and switched up. Did you see Jack Catterall is fighting Harlem? No. That's a fun one. My mom got scammed once, 500. Yeah, man, they'll scam old people. You know what I'm saying? Like they'll get you once, and then once you're aware of it, it's harder. Same troll accounts be on every damn channel. Oh, you've seen this dude? I mean, I will say it's funny. It's funny, but it is a bit like, you don't like them, just don't watch them. Right? You don't like them, don't watch them. That's what I would do. Certain people I don't like, I just don't fuck with them. Your mom's younger than me. Damn. Yeah, I forgot you were young. I'm thinking you have like a fucking 70-year-old mother. Okay. All right. All right. Yeah, I've seen multiple accounts. They're all very similar. It's the same person. Harlem. Yeah, I know. I know they're cousins. I thought they were brothers at first, but yeah, they're cousins. 10K, Jesus. I had a dude. I had a dude in the nine in the. It was in like 2002 or three. I had this entertainment company, right? Little shitty entertainment company where I was putting on comedy shows and stuff. Um, and they hit up my company. They emailed it. They go, "Hey, we want you to book this really famous African. I think it was a rapper, and he was a real person. He was big, and there was some like African MTV awards. Like the internet was way less. There was way less information there. But I remember googling him then. I don't even think it was Google back then. It was like Dogpile or Yahoo, and he came up, unknown in the States, but a real African. He goes, "We want to book him. Can you?" Because I was an entertainment company. I was booking acts, right? I was very small time. That's why too. It's like I'm not dumb. Like, why are you gonna come to me when you have Live Nation and all? Like, he's a big act. So right off the jump, I knew something was off. But then I'm like, hey, you never know. I don't want to turn away from the opportunity in case it's real. He goes, can you book him? I go, yeah. He goes, well, how much? Blah, 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 blah. I go, okay. So he goes, okay, we're going to send you a check for $5,000 to secure the booking and you get the venue. Right? I'm like, okay, send a check. So no details, no what venue, nothing. Just we'll send you the check. Once you have the money, then you start booking it. And that's usually not how deals work either. So I knew that too. I'm like, fuck it. You want to send a check? Then it's real. The dude sent a check comes via it's mailed and it's dropped off from like UPS, right? I open it. It's a check. It's written to me, but it's from a company, some like technology company in like Kentucky, which I thought was weird. So I'm like, what the fuck? So then the guy emails me the next day. He goes, hey, did you receive the check? I go, yeah. He goes, okay, do me a favor. Send us $1,500 and you keep the other $3,500. We need it for some reason. I forgot the reason why he needed the money. Hold on. He says, send me $1,500 and keep it. We need it for hotel expenses. And I'm like, all right, I'll do that once the check clears. And then I never heard from him. Right? So he wanted me to send him money when the check. So I'm like, my first thing was like, who the fuck's gonna not wait till it clears? Like, if it cleared, I would do it. Because it's I'd be like, oh, this is a real deal. We're fine. But I thought it was weird. I'm like, why you want me to send you back? Like, this is probably a scam. But I'm like, I'll wait for it to clear first. Never heard back from him. So before I deposited the check, I knew, I suspected, and then I found out. If you deposit a fraudulent check, you get fined. Your bank will fine you like $200, nothing crazy, but still. So I called the company on the check. I go, hey, I just got a check from you guys, and long story short, it was fraudulent. They never sent that out. They don't deal with African rappers. It was all bullshit. But somehow the guy got his hands on an actual check from that company. They were like, this is a real check. We just never wrote it. It's bullshit. It's fraudulent. We don't have any, like, it looks just like ours, but it wasn't a check from theirs. It was just a copy. And then I found out that if I would have deposited it, they would have fucking fined me. Something like, like $200, $300 to $500 back in 2002. That was a lot of money. Just a little story for you guys. But my shit was like, who the fuck would not wait for it to clear before they send anybody money? Like, that's just off Jump Street, let alone the fact that the whole thing was weird and most people their spidey senses would tingle just from the way they did it. But the main one is like, that's economics 101. You wait for a check to fucking clear before you consider yourself having the money. Checks bounce all the time. But that shit works. People would get it, and they probably get yeah, I got 5 G's here. Take 15, whatever. I'm still keeping 30. Crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. They don't deal with Africans. That's funny. I appreciate your old showbiz stories, Marco. Very entertaining. Oh, the one I just told you? I mean, thanks, I guess. I'm on my way back, but I don't know if I'll be there on time. Okay. Oh, shit. Forgot I don't have the car. God damn it. Hold on a second. Oh, boy. That means I gotta walk over. Hold on. I gotta get my daughter, and I just realized my wife has the fucking car. Hold on, I gotta call her. I'm gonna mute you guys for a second. All right, all good. Neighbor's gonna get it. Yeah, my wife takes the car on Monday. We only have one car since we moved here because, growing up in Brooklyn, or, you don't really even use a car, let alone two. And I forgot that I don't have the car. And it's like a fucking 20-minute walk, which I could do. I just really don't feel like doing it. Super soft? What are you talking about? Tia took the car like deep. Nah, she goes to this other business that we have. Well, that lame. Who the fuck is that? That looks like the brat with big titties. That lame BFTB was telling my little niece to suck his eggplant. I have no respect for that guy. Really? I took it. You act tough. I took you to act. It took you to act tough when I just lost my wrench. I don't know what you're talking about. Took me to act tough. What are you talking about? BFTB told my niece to suck his eggplant. She was 16. Well, that's gross if that's true, but was Leonardo DiCaprio signing those checks? Yeah, exactly. No. No. Look, I haven't been single since 2002. And back then, it was still weird to meet people online. So I didn't have much meeting girls online experience. I was doing it the old school way. And the few times I did do it, like the shit was just weird. Like you talk to somebody, but then when you meet them, you're really meeting them for the first time, right? But now a lot of times you'll have a lot of these personal stories shared or whatever from the phone calls. Because back then, not most computers didn't even have cameras back then. You could go buy a camera, but it wasn't commonplace. Like the excuse, I don't have a camera, webcam, that was a real excuse back then. So a couple times I did it. We talk a couple times and I meet them, and it's like you're meeting them for the first time, and the energy's weird, but yet you kind of know them, so it makes you feel extra awkward now because it's not like you meet somebody once, it's easy to be like, no, not my thing, and walk off. But when you've had conversations with them, like 3 or 4 conversations, and then you meet them, and it's weird and it's not your style, I stopped doing it. I did it like twice. I was like, I'd rather go look at them and put on the Bulgarian charm in person. Yeah. If people will want the shit, I'll do that. They'll probably get 2 raffles. They'll get 2. There'll be 2 raffles. There you go. It'll be Shane and my man Fred. That's it. Y'all ever heard of a party line? Yup, I remember that. I didn't do that shit. That was like $3 a fucking second. Okay. Was dudes really pulling up in Beamers and Benzes in NYC? I mean, people with money. I guess Marco did take that joke and removed my wrench. I didn't remove your wrench. You know what's funny? Rob also had his wrench removed somehow. Rob Calico? I didn't remove anybody's wrench. I didn't remove his either. Definitely not his. You said some rude shit. I forgot what it was, but I didn't remove your wrench. And Rob didn't even do anything, and his was gone. I don't know what's happening. Dating apps got me back on top after a divorce. Well, yeah, because you were in the time when it wasn't weird to meet girls online anymore. In person, yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah. It was more the energy. Like, that's another thing. Somebody could have gross energy. Like, they're just like they eat sloppy, or there's just something like that's all the shit you can't account for until you meet them in person. They could have the sweetest voice and have cool outlooks on certain topics, but then you meet them and they're all like their fucking hands are pouring sweat. They're kind of like they have a weird squirmy kind of demeanor. Like, you know what I'm saying? There's so many little things. And then forget about like sexually or like, they could kiss like dead, nasty blowfish. Like who the nah. I gotta nope, they could smell. They could smell. Not even like not even like ass and armpits. Just they could just have a weird smell. They could you ever meet somebody who's always cooking and their clothes are always smelling like fish or like curry? And you're just like, ugh. Like so many things can happen in person that you have no idea about over the phone or even on a video screen. But video screen's at least a little better because you see their demeanor. When I was doing it, it was phone calls only, almost all phone calls. I was like, I did like 2 or 3. I'm like, I'm done. Fuck that. My homie met his terrible ex-wife on a party line. There you go. And I'm sorry, but if you were on party lines and if you were doing that shit in like the 90s or early 2000s, you had no game, or you just couldn't get girls or guys. And for a young woman to have to go on party lines back then, 9 times out of 10 there was something wrong with them. Because you know how it is, girls beat guys away. They have to master the art of denying men. So for one who can't even find one, that to me back then too, I learned that quickly. I'm like, I get the guys because we're horny bastards, but the girls, then, not now, back then, nah. Ness was being sensitive again, blocking everyone. Say whatever you want, but Marco doesn't block anybody, and Ness does. What was he blocking people about? What were the Indians? Nah, you said that, not me. Indians don't smell like fish. Curry sometimes, but not fish. I knew dudes who like they're always cooking that like nasty goat shit. Ugh. Yeah, what was he blocking? What were people talking about? What's up, Seth? CJ's like Wedding Crashers. He goes to the funerals. Like, hey, what's up, girl? I know, but I got you, girl. That's true. You guys got to deal with that shit now. That's a good fact. On the Hatrix, people say they got blocked for no reason. Hatrix. That's Tone, not Ness, isn't it? George who? Cambosis? Who? These are the type of turns I like on the show. Hey, man. Y'all were hooking up with gargoyles and on a party line. Nasty work. I was bad. Not with my wife, but before that, I was a dirty bastard. Like, what's the word? Player, I guess. Like, yeah, yeah, it was bad. Yeah, yes. Yes. That was the hardest part of me meeting my wife is like stopping all that shit. But I was a little older at that point. When you're like 19, 20, that is it's virtually impossible not to stray at that age. Virtually impossible, especially when you're a fly as I was. The callers call in and say you blocked me to Ness, and he has no good reason for doing it. Okay, well. Marco, real blanks call up the big girl when the nights are lonely. Look, I had some big girls too, but not many. Wasn't my thing. And again, big is subjective. I like curves. I actually like that, but big and curves to me are totally different things. Yeah, the boxing voice chat He was saying on Two Tone Channel everybody got blocked. Yeah, I get to go places like Target and find snow bunnies. The fuck's a snow bunny? Is that a white girl? We used to parking Kings outside the club. Word. Yeah, and you nasty. I'll crack a big girl right now. Shit. I bet you would. I used to hop on the party line when I was like 12 and talk nasty to grown women. Fat bitches need love too. Oh, Jesus. We got a woman in here, guys. Cut it out. Macabre be like, hey, hey, what's going on, baby? Lizzo, yeah, that's a little big. Yo, Marco, Tank Davis, do you think will come out? I think Tank's going to beat him because the fight was super close and Tank was off. If Tank's not off, I think he beats him. Roach, I think, fought his best fight he could fight. I don't know what Land Bryant means. In the chat, down bad, low child. Eon be scouting the curves for gym talent. Curves gym for talent. Shit. Yeah, man, that was back in the days. Is what? Oh, it's a clothes. I've heard of it. It's like a clothing company. Listen, if she got a car, a job, can cook, and will buy me new boxing gear, she is for me. Jesus Christ. Well, you're gonna get older, my friend, and you're gonna see that all that shit doesn't mean anything. But for now, do you? Body count? And I don't know. Nothing crazy. But don't forget, I stopped at 25. That was the last time that I met this girl. So I only had about 10 years. It was from like 15 to 25. I could have got it earlier, by the way, but I was respectable. Now, body count's one thing. Doing other shit, that's a whole other. I mean, but it was a lot. It was a lot more than all my friends. I'll tell you that. Could you imagine Trump on a? Hey yo, Marco, who you think Ryan Garcia's next fight? I think he's gonna fight Haney. Yeah, it did. Got cut real short. But what are you gonna do? I stopped care. Like once you hit about 30, for the most part, that like ravenous thirst for it goes away. You know, Leandro, 100 rollies versus one Ostarine gorilla. Why is that so popular now? This whole 100. Who's gonna fight 100 gorillas? Who's gonna do that? Why would anybody want to fight 100? It's so fucking 100 gorillas. Oh no, it's 100 people versus one gorilla. Gorillas rip your face off. They bite your face off. You ever seen somebody who's been attacked by a gorilla? They look like the Toxic Avenger. No good. Man, I was a ladies' man even. Yeah, well, I started losing the hair after. Pause. Marco, back then, if a girl cheated, was you staying? Pew! Speedy Gonzalez, the fuck out of there. But I almost never had girlfriends. Only a couple. And even then, I was not faithful, but never. To my defense, I was usually honest. Like I'm like, nah, I'm not. We're seeing other people. To my defense, literally only had 3 girlfriends in my life. Well, 4. Nah, 3 tops. Toxic Avenger. Yeah. Nah, I don't want to get into that. I'll just say it's way more than all my friends. I knew dudes who could run from a chihuahua saying they could beat a gorilla. you guys ever see that girl who goes to people and says, "You think you could fight?" Yeah, I think I could fight. Throw some punches. And she makes dudes throw punches. You guys ever see that? Hilarious. 8 out of 10 guys say, "Yeah, I could fight. I could defend myself." And the shit they start throwing, they look like drunk toddlers. Looks ridiculous. Nowadays, you can convince your girlfriend to be polygamous. I know, right? Shit's changed. You can convince your girlfriend to sew on a dick. I mean, whatever. Oh, that's fucked up, Dave. I was, not now. Bro, yeah, Wild and next gonna ask how. They'll be like, huh? He's gonna pull out a calculator. Okay, give me the dimensions. That's funny. Yeah, those videos are funny. Those dudes cannot fight at all. I feel like some of them might be fake, but some of them are dead ass. I'll pick it. Oh shit. Oh shit. You guys are funny. You guys are funny. Good Lord. Good Lord. Anyway. What else we got, people? Times Square. I got sent these by some promotion, like they were free. He sent me a bunch of Times Square and a Gramercy and a what's the other one? Catskill. Who's he hating on? Rate the hosts? I don't really want to do that. I don't want to offend anybody that doesn't deserve it. What are they getting for you? I have no fucking idea, man. That's what I know what I want, and they can't get it for me. I want some fucking cards to fall into place. I could picture Alberto on the party line arguing with all the Damn, I'm about to shut off the gas at a Chinese restaurant, Lord Child. I'm about to shut off the gas at a Chinese restaurant, Lord Child. You saying you're farting? I don't really get what the fuck that means. Shut off the gas? Oh, you work. Yo, I thought he was like, I'm about to bust cakes at this Chinese. I thought you were sitting at a restaurant eating by yourself and just busting cakes. You nasty bastard. Then I realized that you check gas meters. Yo, you just went from a fat, nasty bastard in my mind to like, oh, a working man. It just changed instantly when I realized what you were talking about. Oh, that's funny. DDP it comes out on the top of it might be a split second. What the fuck? Who are you, Michelangelo? Remember that guy? Yeah, I remember that now. What is this? Usyk's hating? What is this? Oh, he's hating on Usyk? It's probably old. Oh, hold on a second. Hey guys.
I think we're wearing the same shirt.
We are?
Yeah. Are you doing a live?
Yeah.
Oh.
What's up?
Ooh,
Why?
well,
Hold on a second. All right, guys, let me get out of here. Wifing daughter is back. All right, guys, I will catch you later. Appreciate you guys. Peace.